I'm Thomas Jovalis. I play bass and I sing in Marigold and sometimes guitar.
I'm Deven Tran, and I play guitar and I do a little singing and yelling.
I'm Brady. I am singer / guitar player, and I'm here to answer some questions.
Yeah, I'm Sean Nelson. I'm a drummer for Marigold.
Mental health is just like the status of how you're feeling mentally and emotionally. It plays a role every day. I mean, I have ADHD and I've also struggled with depression, so I mean, I feel it every day. Well, I had cancer when I was in 6th grade, so pretty much like during and after that, I'd say I noticed that mental health was playing a huge role in my like day-to-day life. I was in the hospital for 6 months, and I had to go through 5 rounds of chemo. Then I was cured 5 months later, or 6 months later. So I mean, ever since then, I kind of noticed just noticed my mental health more. I never really thought about it before then. I listened to music my whole life, and it's always, even when I wasn't paying attention to my mental health, it like definitely helped, especially after like I had cancer.
Because a lot of times when I write music, just like, man, I want people to I just want someone to like bang their head to it. So I think in a way, actually, that does inform the way I think about it, because that's a cathartic thing, and the way people choose to express themselves in the face of music definitely is also a part of that relationship, which to me is important. So yeah, actually, I mean, I don't think about it as often in the way of like people connecting to words or things like that. For me, that's mainly for me, not that people shouldn't connect to it. I just don't really think about it, but definitely how they feel, because I definitely feel a lot when I hear the musical parts of music. I think that's where I get a lot of the feeling from. So I think if I can achieve that, because I'm not the best with like words, then for me, I think, yeah, I do feel like I do think about it, because I wouldn't want to write anything that I couldn't connect to.
I do think music is a fantastic tool to do so. Music, before I started focusing on my own mental health, honing in on it, I had already been using music as a way of expressing my thoughts and feelings. I wrote a lot when I was sad, and so there was a point in time where I was writing a whole bunch of songs every day because I was just fucking depressed in my room with a pen and paper, like, sad boy lyric, sad boy lyric. But you know, I think it's very beneficial for someone to pick up. My mental health and music go very much hand in hand. Like I said, I've been using music as a way of expressing myself and my emotions. Now, it's interesting. When I'm sad, I want to write songs, but when I'm happy or focused, I want to practice specific things. So like, I'll practice techniques to make myself a better musician, whereas like other times I just want to like vent and get my heart out there. So it is kind of interesting how that dichotomy works, because I would like to be able to write more songs when I'm happy. You know, I don't want to have to be in that place.
Mental health in my life is just, you know, it's a constant struggle, but you know, it's hard to find somebody who isn't dealing with something. So it's like, you know, it's a common struggle. So mental health to me, you know, is just like, I take care of it by just like being at home, being with my dogs, you know, winding down, finding ways throughout the day, even if it's hectic, to, you know, have those little moments of just breathing and being, you know, centered. You know, that's really what it means to me, is just like, staying focused and, you know, love what you're doing, no matter what. Mental health impacted my life really as soon as I got to college, really. It was nice in high school, you know, I wasn't really dealing with a whole lot of heavy-hitting life events. Then when I got to college, a lot of things happen where, you know, you can't really prepare for until it happens, you know. I've just been dealing with it day by day, you know, every day I'm learning new things about myself. You gotta learn yourself to be able to deal with these things, you know, it's different from person to person. Now in my life, I realized that it was just like a blessing that I am now able to play an instrument where I don't necessarily need to say things to give off like how I'm feeling and stuff, you know, especially with just all different kinds of genres of music where you can improvise. I mean, drums is a pretty improvisational instrument, so it's very much like I get to really communicate in a way where you can't with words. So that's been a really good help with mental health.